if this keeps happening, I'm not gonna be playing. I'm not putting up with it.
I mean, it shouldn't be an issue once we get you in the zone.
Actually, you don't even need a gate. I'll come back and pick you up right there in,
Nick?
yeah, or even in the city.
Okay.
Less zoning for you.
And hey guys, and welcome back to another episode of Everquest Old School. I'm AC Gamer. Tonight I'm joined by three really good friends. We got Shix.
I am here. Hear me roar.
We got Cypher of the Deck.
Hey guys.
He's having a few internet issues, so we'll see if we can get him all the way over here. And we have Shariki.
Well, all right.
And if you want to loot all this stuff here, Shariki, see if there's anything on any of these mobs. I'm not going to do it on my monk, but occasionally you will get a really nice gem. Well, I'm going to heal up just a tiny bit for a second.
Lone shoulders dropped.
Nice. If you guys want to go ahead and random 100 on that. Wow, 97, dude. But these guys are super easy to kill. What's the experience like for you?
We've only killed like 3.
And you haven't noticed a difference yet?
Nah.
Okay. The only downside is trying to split them, but once they're split, it should be more than fine. Was it only 2 or there's 3 in there?
Just 2.
Yeah, we should be able to take 2. No, I don't have mend or stone stance up this time, but should still be fine if we could burn it down fast enough. He's not been happy with any of those pets yet.
Cypher, were you able to get back in the game?
Crash zoning again. It's keeping me locked in the game for ever.
What character are you on?
Road.
Send you a tell after this one. You guys need to burn this down faster. Really wish he wouldn't be playing with his pets right now.
Where were you zoning into?
The zone where I bank.
Also, you were able to zone twice, right?
Mm-hmm. And now I'm stuck for 3 minutes now trying to get back into the character.
Yeah, it's still in. He's still in the game.
Yep, but I'll send him messages. It should kick him out faster.
Yeah, send him a ton.
There you go. You're off.
Yeah.
They all say you're cute. You're cute. Tell to where Odin failed. It's the second zone, right?
Mm-hmm.
Secondary act.
Yep. I just don't know what changed in the last 2 days that has made this happen. Everything has been working fine up to now.
I don't know, man. I go through periods like that with other games in the past where I'll log into them and literally just a few hours before they were working fine, and then they're not. No update, no nothing. They just stop working. Give it a couple of days, sometimes a week, come back, and they're working fine again. So I don't think it has anything to do with your computer or...
It's definitely not my internet because I was playing City of Heroes, I played DAOC, I played a few other online games. So it's definitely not that.
I think I'm going to need that many bandages, but sure, I'll take them.
Did you let him know you got people coming? That we're not just...
Well, I mean, you're in the group, Tree Hugger, and when you get... Let me transfer leadership back to you. Did you get leadership?
Did. Affirmative, sir.
And for those of you just joining us, guys, we are down in the hole. Should be ready to rock here pretty soon. Gonna have Cypher, gonna have... Tara might even actually show up later. She says something about logging in.
If she does, I'll switch over to the rogue or something.
So now that you have your epic, do you not want to level your druid? I'm confused.
No, I do. I just I can do him solo. I can't really group. I can do that on downtime. Detox.
Well, and it's kind of nice to have a variety of tunes that you can switch back and forth when you need to.
Yeah, I'd like to raid on my rogue, to be honest. It seems like a fun raiding class. High DPS.
Good lord, the sound is loud. Interesting.
What?
Did you not see me hovering in the off the ground?
Nope. Didn't pay attention.
I jumped and it hovered me off the ground.
That's a successful zone right there, folks. One
One.
down, two to go.
Did you give me Pack Wolf Spirit? Oh.
Hey, Trout Jerky, how you doing, man? Killing a little bit in the hole, see if we can get Shrieky his 46, so he can use his epic. With any luck, it shouldn't be that difficult. Maybe John. Ooh, Qualaug just got his chest plate of Vindication today.
Nice.
Very,
I'm still
very happy boy right there.
lost that damn BP.
So
at
many
least
times.
6 times.
So many times.
I'll get it eventually.
Aura of Battle is 2 hit points a tick.
Yeah.
But it stacks, so it's really, really nice. The stats on that thing, though, are just insane. Only downside to that thing is, you know, it's not monkey usable. Bunch of bastards.
It's got
Oh, because monks don't get everything else.
So why shouldn't we get that one, too? Come on.
that
Monks
stamina.
are the most pampered class on this game.
Hey, we gotta work for it. That means we gotta
Especially in
we gotta
this
show
era.
up for every raid. We gotta die a
Oh
million
my
times.
God.
We gotta pull everything to you guys. All you guys do is sit down in a corner, and we have to pull the mobs right to you. Like we're the servers.
Because mobs don't die without monks.
Just saying, man. We gotta work for it. We work hard for our money. So better treat us right.
I mean, those
lot
mobs
of clicking
wouldn't
to
die
jump.
if you didn't have cough mages pulling you up to those mobs.
Oh, we
Same.
just flop our way there. It just take longer.
Pretty sure I took a wrong turn at Albuquerque or something.
He says all it took was all his DKP. How much was it in the end, if you don't mind? You know, what was it last, Shix? You said the Shadow Knight who beat you
Yeah, it was
what-
303.
303 on the DKP?
Yeah, my bid was 297.
It's going for a lot lately, dude.
Yeah, it's 250 to 350.
299. 299 is what he spent on it.
About right. That's not how ours goes. But I've seen it go for like 150, maybe 170.
For a mob that
depends.
spawns like every 7 hours, that's a lot.
It's not about the spawn. It's about how good the piece is and that everybody wants it.
Just, you know, just in my head, somehow it works out as like there should be more of them on the server and less people should want them. But,
Yeah, but he
no,
also has a chance to drop just the ear or the boots.
Yep. It's
true.
not the only item he drops.
It's another successful zone.
I think I've only ever seen the ear once. You've seen it more than that.
Yeah, I've seen the ear quite a few times. That actually went for pretty high DKP last time it dropped. Like 300 plus, I believe. Alright, we are at the zone in.
On the outside?
Yep.
Alright, give me a minute to
I'll
kill.
come let you in.
Oh, okay. I mean, I got a key on this guy too, so.
Cypher, put an
Yeah?
EB item on. Or
Huh?
cast EB or put an EB item on in case you go dead.
You coming, Shix?
I'll toss you EB.
Already committed.
Don't zone yet, don't zone yet. Got it.
Holy shit. Why is there a raw golem right there?
The real question is, why would there not be a rock golem right there?
Because a rock golem usually doesn't hide halfway on a wall next to somebody's corpse.
Sounds like somebody died.
Yeah, I would assume. And he still rooted because he attacked me and then didn't do anything.
Are we moving down to the steps?
As soon as you guys get here, yeah, we're ready.
That's where the mage is.
How much DKP does Guard give out for raids? It's like 3 an hour or something, right?
Well,
Well,
for
it's the
hourly,
target.
Depends on the
it's
site
4.
and then the mob.
It's a tiered target system. Easy targets are 5, mid-tier targets are 10, and like TOV targets are like 15.
All right.
But an hourly thing for like Sky and
Hourlies are 3, I think, or 4.
I think it's 4.
you guys ready for Golem?
I was gonna buff you.
Yeah.
Oh, okay,
that's-
yeah, I'll wait. I think
Oh,
I
never
buffed-
mind. Yay!
You unlinked it?
I love this game. I love it.
You unlinked it?
Where are you going?
No, I started casting and now I'm stuck with spells locked. I can't cast any spells. So I figure I might as well go back to the entrance, try to sit down and camp because I can't do anything else
Why
now
don't you just sit down and camp right here?
because I don't know if I'm coming back. I'm getting tired of this, man. It's all that happened all last night and all today.
It's weird. I don't understand what's going on.
Alright, we'll wait for you. A lot more kittens. I don't know what their DKP system is. It was a little weird at first when they first introduced it. Maybe they worked out the kinks.
Well, it all scales. I mean, people are gonna spend
What they earn, yeah.
same ratio as what they're earning.
I mean, I've been in Bloodguard for a while now, and I have 200. Let me refresh it. I'll find myself on the list.
Should be able to go to your own.
230.
Dashboard.
Yeah, it's not too bad.
Yep. It crashed on me again.
Shrieky still has 502.
I do. I don't. That is not very much.
Trying to find.
I only have
Fist of
297.
Nature went for 1,500 last night.
Yeah, but that's Lavitz, who is down
Well,
238
also-
now.
Someone else had to bid that much for him to pay that much.
Yeah. People tend to hang on to it.
That had to have been Lethazin.
Lethans.
Lethans,
Yeah.
yeah, because he's the only other monk who has 1,535.
I've got 297, but I've spent 867.
I spent 22. No, take that back. You guys were offering negative DKP for positive DKP when we were camping that one mob, so I've actually spent nothing.
Yep. Okay, that's weird. I'm now at the zone line.
That's where you went to camp out.
No, it's not. In the water. It says if I had never zoned in the first place.
Oh, maybe. Let me know when you're back over here. We'll toss you an invite.
Pop.
I'll grab it.
You're lead now, AC, so you can.
It's not moving. I read it.
Alright, well, I'll toss you an invite. If we stay here too long, though, for that route, this thing will repop the entire area.
I was only in still.
Let me know when it breaks.
Yeah, those fists are just stupid.
Yeah, but that's insane. The price, 1,500. I don't even want to know how many raids I'd have to show up to get that. Definitely would have to neckbeard it for a few months.
We have a lot of people that show up to
Didn't
almost
you-
every raid, whether it's 2 o'clock in the morning or 4 o'clock in the afternoon.
I know.
I don't do that, but there are people.
Make sure to check this one too, Cypher, if you can. Want no lone rotten.
Yeah, 1815 on those. On that.
Plus all the
Crazy ratio.
stats.
Oh yeah, the stats are insane.
Alright, you ready for a slow on this one?
Sure, let me regrowth you real quick.
He's already got Regrowth of the Grove.
Alright.
Let me see if I can split. Oh, too close. Too close.
We got one back here too.
It's rooted. This deceiver.
That mage still does not have a pet out. He is...
He does have a pet.
Does he?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. He had been sitting there working on that thing for this longest time trying to get a max pet, and he's just been having the worst luck with it.
Yeah, Chupa says he has a hard time getting a max pet a lot of times.
Does he know how to use the pet? So I'm not
Oh,
seeing it attack.
No, his pet just soloed the one that was back here.
Hmm.
Oh no, it didn't. No, it did. It's still alive back here.
Still full life?
74%.
Yeah, we'll get Warrior next. It's right here in front of us. Yeah, we've been hitting EQ hard the last few days just to see if we can get a few levels here during the vacay. The vacay. It's all Gucci.
I'm questioning our adulthood anymore with the words we've been saying lately.
It's all Gucci, dude. It's all Gucci.
Uh-huh.
Isn't that what you used to say to a baby? Gucci, Gucci, goo.
Gucci, Gucci, Gucci.
I am now out of this conversation.
It's bodacious. Calabunga.
I do remember people saying, like, actually saying bodacious. That was like,
Gnarly. It is all Gucci. You can't say it's all Gucci. Proper way of going about it, man. Tubular. So I like the TV show Stranger Things. They actually added in just a tiny bit of some of those slang words from that era. It sounded ridiculous, but it worked out really well. I think we're moving down, right? Yeah, season 2 wasn't, you know, it's the same thing with everything, right? There's only a handful of movies or TV shows where I can think of the second season being just as good or sometimes even better. I like Terminator, really like Terminator, the first one, but something about that second Terminator movie makes it my favorite. Though I'm not looking forward to the new one. I think the actress that plays Sarah Connor is a badass. And her role is going to be good, but the other people they're adding into it looks stupid.
Two Pathers came with this.
I know. If you guys want,
We're gonna get this capture as a Pather right now.
Oh, okay, we'll go ahead and do that. And I'll wait for these guys to reset.
Maybe not. I don't know.
Oh, and you got a rock golem. Well, if you guys can take care of that, why wait for these to reset? If they ever do.
I'm gonna get the capture because he's smacking you in the face.
Where Odin's going
Healing.
down.
Feeling where
It's
Odin.
11%.
Oh god.
4%.
Nope, got him.
There you go.
Healing
There you
coming.
go. I'll be over there as soon as I can.
Alright, it's on me.
Were you able to slow it, Cypher?
Yeah. They're both slowed.
There we go. I got it. I don't think I ever remember rock golem like pathing out here. There's somebody in there pooling, I think, is what's going on.
No, that rock golem comes
No,
out.
he always does.
Yeah, 10, 15 feet from the.
Yeah, but I think he like walked towards you guys. There is a new Terminator movie coming out. That's what I was talking about. It's a all-female cast because that's the thing nowadays. Except for Arnold Schwarzenegger, he's in there as like a bit role.
Sounds so weird. Terminator all female. Why all female?
Because it's the thing. It's the in thing to do. Not because it adds anything to the storyline, but because, you know. Like, there's actresses out there that knock the movie into another stratosphere because of their ability. But throwing somebody into the movie just because of their sex or any other reason other than their acting just makes the movie crap, in my opinion. Ghostbusters was amazing, though, right? Everybody loved Ghostbusters. It's a great remake.
That's funny.
It was a funny movie, man. I was cracking up laughing the entire time I watched that one.
Funny that you would even say that.
Had to be probably the best movie in the last 100 years.
Yes.
Could I pet this capturer? Said that.
You mean the one we're killing?
I think it was rooted when he said it, but I just wrote it now.
We like XP. We're Bob's alone, sir.
I'm confused. Do we have an enchanter in the group?
We do not. That's what I said. There is somebody moving through or doing something.
It's TSS duo.
That was
We've already
said
tried
in group,
moving through
though.
once and died.
No, he said it didn't say.
Oh.
What's up, Choose? I think we have a space, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Do you want to come out on your whatever?
I'm dead. What the heck killed me?
Well, one shot at.
You
got
cannied
backstab.
and your low health
No, I
aggro,
did-
bro.
Well, you did have low health.
You were like 22%.
Did you have your back turned because this guy's a backstabber?
Maybe.
No.
I can bring my cleric
you-
over.
He was to my
He
right
backstabbed
side.
you.
I'll bring my cleric.
Don't go below 30.
Yeah, he backstabbed you for 300. And then double round of 100.
Find out where he is. Shix hasn't seen a movie since Casablanca.
It's a great
Blanca.
movie.
Did you tell Shix to tell it you got?
It's an okay movie.
It was a good movie at the time when it first came out. Now it's just long.
AC?
What's that?
You tell Shix to tell it you got from Trout Jerky?
Oh yeah. I was talking about it earlier.
Yeah,
With
he did.
Loser.
I mean, it's good for him. Glad he got it.
Mm-hmm.
I will eventually have my own.
Chupa, you able to port me to talk so I can res the cipher?
Maybe.
Little Hamilton, what she's been up to. I don't know. I've seen her in a few movies. Like Dante's Peak was good. I thought. Obviously, the Terminator movies.
Where did Mage go? The hell with it.
Said be right back, so I don't know where they went.
Did he camp out?
Yeah.
He spent 20 minutes trying to get a good pet, and then he just camps out.
Hey, chicks, let's kill this. Never mind, it's padding back in now.
Indiana Jones is also another good exception to the rule of the sequel sometimes being better than the original. Aliens might fit into that rule. Like, there's some good sequels to Aliens. There's some really horrible ones, too. I like the second one a lot. John Wick 2 was better than the first one. I want to see the third one. Shrieky, actually, just went to go watch it the other day, and he said it was amazing. I appreciate it, Choops. Let's see, Empire Strikes Back was better than A New Hope. Yeah, it's arguable. There's definitely people who like it better. First one had a lot of story to tell. It was setting up the characters, setting up the universe. Second one kind of got to sit back, relax, and just have fun with itself.
This fucker hurts.
He's probably red to you, isn't he?
No, he's blue.
You coming out on Chupa or a different tune?
Oh, I'm not coming out at all.
Oh, you're not? Okay.
I'm grilling.
Setting Luke to be a whiny teenager. They did a better job with that than they did in the 1, 2, and 3 later versions. George Lucas crapped out on the screen. Because instead of whiny, he came across whiny and creepy.
How did we just get oh, my scroll bar's way up. That's weird.
Godfather 2 was better than Godfather 1, and 1 was amazing. I mean, I guess I could say I really like the first one. I could see it, though. I could see somebody believing that. It's not a far stretch. It was a good movie. That is the whiny line of the movie, right? Going to town to pick up some power converters. You know he wasn't going to town to pick up power converters. Dude lives on, like, the most scum-ridden planet of all. Dude is not going into town. He was going to stick his power converter somewhere, but he wasn't going to town to get one.
to his sister.
Just gonna put it in the water extractor.
Then again, he did seem very naive when it came to that kind of stuff. Like, he just was beaming from getting a kiss. So maybe he never got laid. Power converter is slang for space weed. Shrieky, why didn't you know that?
Ricky stepped away.
Anybody happen to have a tune that could let me in?
I do. He's parked right there.
Let's go into the droid strip show. Now, see, they don't take those kinds in here. There's something wrong with that planet. They didn't want the droids in their bar. Why do I keep so few spells on each page? It's because they didn't make me look at my spell book for the first 35 levels, so I never went back to rearrange it. And every page is the spells that I got per spell level. And some of them I only got one, because I didn't bother to buy the other ones, because they're garbage. Especially as you get to higher level, you start getting fewer of them anyways. There you are. I got clarity.
So there's only 50 pages in a spell book. How did you fit all 60 levels?
You don't get
Yeah,
one.
Oh,
spell.
yeah, that's right. It separates the levels every 5 levels until you get to 50.
4 to 5 levels.
Mm-hmm.
4 to 5 levels.
It's always 5.
Is it?
Yep, 1,
For
5.
wisdom casters.
Yep.
Actually, no. 5, and then 9,
9, yeah. That's weird.
then 14.
Is it 15?
14. Then 19.
So I said it's like sometimes.
Yeah, sometimes 4, sometimes 5. Early on.
Let me give you a buff there, AC, a charisma buff.
Ooh, yes, please. Trav wants to know if we got room. I'd say yeah, right?
Probably not for a bard or anything like that, though. I'm such a dick.
Sure, come on down. The price is right. Ugh, that guy is just... There's rock souls up at the entrance. Freaking named. It's gonna cause a... It's gonna be an issue. See.
What does that make your charisma? Does it go up pretty good?
143. So, a little bit. Does it matter which one I use? Law? Like I can go all the way back? Is that just as good or does it get better?
I use comb.
Because the new one's an area effect and it just takes forever to come back. And I don't have my bracer on me. And he resisted. go.
She pulled that. She was pulling them. I don't know if my higher charisma is better or your higher level is better for calming these.
I have no idea. I'm really surprised I haven't failed one.
It's a combination of both.
Ooh, yeah. We made it. Where'd everybody go?
I'm here. I'm just hidden.
I'll put up some buffs.
Yeah, that's a good point.
Who this enchanter is?
Me, fool.
I don't know this dude.
It's coming to take the camp from you guys. What do you think?
Pretty shitty enchanter for sure.
Whoever's the leader, if you want to toss me an invite, I'll do heroic bond when Cypher gets back.
Trev.
Afternoon.
Yeah, come on down, dude, and join us.
I'm working on it.
Yeah, I'll probably have to lull your way down like we just did, but there is somebody at entrance, so you could get lucky and they could kill everything.
I feel lucky.
It is a mage, and she did say if you could lull, she would pull singles, so if nothing else, you could just have her kill. So we were talking about great movies yesterday, and like movies came up again already today. You got a favorite movie of all time, Trav?
Of all time, no. There's too many movies.
Top 3?
Ooh.
Right back.
Yeah.
Might invite me, fools.
I don't know. Top
5? Top 100?
I mean, I tend to gravitate more towards series like Lord of the Rings or Matrix or
Star Wars?
not so much. I'm not a big Star Wars guy.
Indiana Jones?
No. Trying to think if there's other.
Aliens?
There's just so many.
Thinking of all the series I can. Blade? Yeah, Blade's a good series.
Yeah, Blade's a good one.
Yeah, he was coming out with some decent movies before he went to jail for, I think it was like tax issues. I think his money manager may have ran out and did whatever, but after he got done with that, I haven't really seen him in much. So he might have just taken a step back and relaxed.
Invite chicks.
It did.
Alright, a little bit of a hiccup, but we can get things going again. So you're not wearing the new booties, huh?
Huh?
Chicks?
He's not gotten new boots.
Oh, I thought you got the
And
boots.
I have boots, but they're not as good as what I've got on. The Sky Shrine are decent, but not. I mean, the Sky Shrine would probably be good. I might wear those.
They're garbage. That's what I was saying. Golden Ferriti, or
Just
even
for
better,
looks.
Coldane. Coldane skin boots are better.
Yeah, the Colding skin is probably what I should get.
He was in Expendables, I think. Yeah, but isn't that where you go to kind of die? Not that I have anything against those guys, but it's kind of like your career is pretty much over, and you want one big last hurrah.
All the deadbeat action heroes are in those movies.
Though
Son of a bitch.
I personally wouldn't turn down doing a movie like that, even if I was in my prime, because then you get to work with all those guys. And I grew up watching them, so if I was, like a big action star today, and you kind of had that mentality of, like, I grew up watching those people.
Could have used those.
Degrees of Harmony.
Those the ones from Hate.
Could have used those.
Did they just drop?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, you guys take it easy.
Have a good day.
Letter shoots. They're making a new Rambo movie?
I hope not.
I mean, I guess probably really shouldn't surprise me. I kind of like the last one. It's very, very graphic and very dark, but like good in a lot of ways. Rocky movies, I'm kind of over.
I'm
gonna go
I
grab
never did see the Creed movies.
That's what I'm talking. I count those in the Rocky movies. Yeah, it would be nice to see Rambo, like you said, go home and kind of have a normal life. I mean, he's been through a lot and kind of represents, especially the first one, kind of represented a lot of the soldiers coming home, getting harassed and dealing with PTSD back before it was recognized. Then again, they are supposed to be action movies, I guess, so got to keep that action going. This is another movie I wanted to see. I know they're cheesy as all get out, but it was the White House Down, London Down. They're making a sequel.
Angel Has Fallen.
There you go, Angel. I like those. I don't know what it is about that actor, but it's very watchable.
Which actor?
The guy with the
Gerard
accent.
Butler?
There you go. That's it. You guys good for a Rockwell?
Sure.
It's just one.
You gotta be kidding me. 51 DKP for this.
Oh, I'll try to turn them for you. Sure you. Yeah, I mean 51 DKP sounds about right. It's not a Sky Shrine.
damn near as good as Skyshrine.
Better.
Are they better than Skyshrine? They can't be better than Skyshrine.
They're just as good.
The stats, though. Stats have to be better. You don't get as much resist out of it.
I don't know, man. That whole set from Hate is amazing.
Yeah, Skyshrine is better, but Skyshrine's gonna cost you 200 plus.
Right. Which is probably why some people were just like, I'll wait and get the... And it's going to be the wrong color, too, right? The pants are... What are they from Hate?
Like
It's a bright green with a drab green with it, I think.
So the other one's kind of the reverse. It's a dark green with like a... You can see it on his breastplate right there. It has a,
It's
like a
not even the
barbarish
same graphic.
teal
It's
to
not
it.
even the same graphic. It's a completely different visible graphic.
It's gotta make it healed right now.
He's at 1%.
Harvester's back there. I thought maybe they would aggro
Tried to.
and heal.
Yeah, he did.
Push it 40 on this guy.
But those are really the only movies that I've seen that I'm looking forward to. I don't keep up on the movies that much anymore these days. So I haven't quite gotten as bad as Shix.
That's a lifelong thing, though.
Yeah. What was the last movie you got to see? It was Laurel Hardy in black and white.
Wizard of Oz came out. I was like, oh, it's in color? What?
Technicolor. They were very proud of that when they first launched it. Two rats good, or you want just one? Oh, never mind. There's a roamer.
We can root CC. We just get a couple.
Oh, what? Named?
That name
Named
popped
artist.
from
Oh, crap. Why did I feign that off right next to you?
the
Sorry.
ramp.
I didn't know he was already up here.
Um,
the rat is rooted.
All right,
Slow him.
switching to the other one. Wasn't this guy... Didn't we just pass this one Shrieky? Or Shix on the way down?
No.
Was the other guy?
Maybe.
I thought it was the Rock Soul, a little tiny dude. Can he be up in more than one place in the same time?
I believe
Yes.
you can.
any named can.
Because they spawn from any... Like any
Watch out behind you, tree.
Golem.
rocky guy.
Dude, your push is ridiculous, Ricky. Having to keep coming and trying to find a nice spot behind the mob, you just keep pushing it over there in that one direction. I think he has me on ignore right now.
Nah. About to do a dabs. I'm just getting everything ready.
Judy Garland had to smoke like 5 packs a day during the making of that movie to keep her childlike appearance.
Smoking 5 packs a day is not how you keep a childlike appearance.
Maybe short term. But then you end up being one of those people on the commercial they always show when I sit down to eat. Like mucus coming out of their neck and spewing it all over the TV.
Smoking is good for you.
It used to be an
Did you see that? I linked it.
Oh, yeah?
That cap.
Random it up.
I rolled a 44. I have no clue what that copper medal of war is.
Yeah, that's interesting.
I almost random 44.
Huh?
You said 44 in my mind. I don't know. I'm wandering, and I tried to random 44.
No, I rolled a 44 out of 100.
I don't know what that thing is. Let me look it up.
You rolling on it, AC?
Nah, I'll pass on that one. Thank you, though.
There's a page for it, but it says missing info.
So a quest nobody knows, huh?
It's a bug, apparently. I don't know. Weird.
It's a bug that the item was created and dropped.
Yeah, I think so.
It was supposed to be found on Sleeper. A bunch of miscellaneous items you're never supposed to get. See, now that would have been funny, though, if they had put interesting things on the Sleeper. You know, like Brad McQuaid's pubic hair. Or, you know, somebody's butt-stained underwear or something as an item and has amazing stats on it. Because you're not supposed to see those items anyways. But for them not to put anything on the tune at all, it's a cop-out, dude. It seems so wrong. Because you got to keep in mind, though, at some point, somebody's going to kill it somehow. Whether it takes another 15, 20, 30 expansions. And the Shix is just jealous because he didn't get the pubic hair.
Yep.
The Sleeper should have dropped the starter weapons for each class. Actually, I would have been okay with that. It would have been heartbreaking to see that actually be the loot table, but it also would have been very funny. Do you guys want to go even deeper in, or is this a good spot for you?
I'm getting pretty solid experience right here.
Okay.
I can't tell.
Well, you're in
You
your
can't tell.
50s.
I can't tell. I'm 55, man. I can't tell.
So
if
am I.
I'm
I've
getting
gotten
experience or not.
2%.
Yeah, I've gotten about 1%. How close to level are you, by the way, Shrieky?
48% to go.
Take us to use his epic.
Shit, yeah, you're getting solid experience.
Well, better than the... What'd you say he was getting at Blood Gills?
not this good.
Like 3 or 4% every rotation.
On who?
Blood gills on my rogue.
They only had 5, I think you were saying earlier.
6
We were
of
doing
them.
6. Yeah.
Oh. I was gonna say, if you're able to take all 12 of them, that shouldn't be true. Especially at your level, you're not even 50 yet.
It's a hell level.
I was getting really good experience at 43.
That's one of those games I like to. Oh, you got 2.
Ah, crap. Let me run this one off. If you want to root it.
I'll let him root. I'm slow it.
Oh, I'm gonna root it right in front of you guys. How about that?
Odin, you're taking some damage, my friend.
Yeah, he resisted. He didn't resist that one.
How far, guys? Or how far down are you guys?
Just at the drop off.
Drop off.
Okay.
Okay, this guy isn't slowed either.
And if you do get a deck to, if you can make it to just where the drop off is, I do have my cleric parked right here, so I can raise you. Taking those hits on purpose?
Uh,
I think it's rooted.
used to it, I guess.
I think it's rooted.
Yeah, it is rooted.
Yeah, dude's
What's rooted?
back your pet up. These guys do have some hit points. So did you get to play any more of that Journey of Life, Cypher?
I was waiting for you.
Oh, so you haven't played any of it?
I mean, I've played it before, but I haven't played since the latest updates.
Yeah, we gotta do some of that. We still gotta finish that Astroneers one.
I hope you get Osiris New Dawn because that game is a first-person version. It's not. I'm not gonna say that it's a
I have Osiris. If you
first-person
want to play it
version
sometime,
of.
Cypher.
It's not Astroneers, but it has the same concepts as having to harvest, build a base.
Is it
that
is it
stuff.
just a 2-player co-op, or can you get like 3 people in there with you?
I think you can get as many as
Yeah,
you want.
it's several. It's several people.
I'm still waiting for him to reply back to me, but yeah, it looked like a pretty interesting game.
I played many of hours on that game. I think I posted like 5 videos on it back in the day, but I started playing the game before like before the first update. So I the very first day it came out I was playing. It's like it was one of those games that I knew I'd like.
Let me double check to make sure I have not gotten it. Nope.
Yeah, I had a 7-episode series, and then
You got it from that
Yeah.
one site though, Cypher?
No, I bought it a long time
Oh,
ago.
you bought it. Okay.
Yeah. My videos were posted in 2016 and 17.
Oh, Trav's here.
So it's going for $24.99.
And they still post updates very often.
You guys want a level 52 enchanter?
Enchanter would be tits.
Yeah, I think we got the space for it too. That mage never came back.
Nah, we keep probably killing too slow for him.
He was killing single at the entrance when we found him, so...
In all honesty, I'm guessing they all they wanted was help getting down to here.
A Ratman Warrior. That's not the other one, right?
No, the bad one is the guard.
Yeah, not to be mean about it or anything like that, but the dude was trying to get a, like, top-of-the-line pet during the entire time we were moving and killing. And there was even one fight where we had 2 mobs, and my life went down to, like, 16, 17%. And he was still fussing with his pet the entire time.
You guys might want to push that one.
Yeah, that's my bad. I was hitting my dab rig.
I got the one you're on, AC.
You get rooted.
Get on the side of my pet whenever he starts healing again.
Man, your root's not that great, huh?
Oops.
Yours?
I brought him to me.
Oh, I thought you were gonna root him.
I was bringing him to me to root. I didn't want to root him in front of the door where mobs can spawn. That first one was like my new stick.
Leaf blower? Wait, what's the clicky on the Druid Epic?
It's a
Dot
Wrath of
plus
Nature.
snare.
It's a dot snare.
Ridiculous. It's a damage increases damage over time.
No, it's 55,
Oh, okay.
but it's like 3 minutes long.
How often does it get resisted?
I don't think I've had it resisted yet.
Mm-mm.
Nice.
It's the Necro Epic is the same thing. It's a snare plus a dot, but I think the dot acts like a is it a straight damage? Or is it the split type spell?
How are we doing, gems?
Alpha, I guess.
Seeing
Was
that's
that-
the first gem.
It is the first one? Okay.
Let's see.
Does it stack with everything though, Shix? Have you seen it?
Yeah, I mean, I cast like so I cast that, and then I'll cast my wrist, which is Drones of Doom, and then I can also cast Wing's Death, and then a Fire Dot if I wanted. It all stacks.
And what type of damage is it? Like disease, fire?
Probably magic.
Trav got a pet, huh?
Made me slow that pet right as it was landing.
I also casted right, and it landed just after the
Come on, you guys know how I play.
boom.
Dirty.
Landed that time. Ooh.
I thought he went over there specifically to get a pet.
Are you kidding me? Again?
Yep. My route did not
I
land.
just wasted mana over here.
I mean, I think that's his pet, right? That's why he went over there to get it.
Until now, I mean, once that mob dies, it's
Well,
not
no,
gonna be his pet anymore.
I think he was going to keep it, isn't he?
No, I'm not keeping it.
No,
Good lord, no.
marks don't work that way.
Well, I do push a lot of buttons, but no, I don't want to do that.
Can I cast on him now, sir?
Sure.
Thank you, sir. May I have another?
I'll take a regen, though, if you guys get it.
Should have it. Oh my god, where? What the?
All right.
Pops, maybe?
No, I pulled him.
Oh, yeah, it's just 2 warriors, though.
Do you really not have regen?
I really do not have regen.
You must have run off when I cast it last time.
My regen's gone too. that matters. I can cast it on myself. Yeah.
I got it coming again. It's clicky, so it's free.
Oh, okay.
I'd love to get a breastplate like that on my level 2 druid. Have him run around and just, give everybody regrowth at level 3 or 4.
Yeah. Have to have somebody in your group that is 41 or higher.
What?
It's,
Target yourself.
didn't we
Always
just... Didn't
target
we?
yourself.
Yeah, but if you're level 3, does it matter?
Nope.
You can target. Basically, you can cast it by targeting nothing.
Oh, that's right. That's right.
Yeah, it's very strange that they put rules on some of them and not on others. Clarity pants for the enchanters. No rules.
For PL on clerics, no rules.
Yeah.
The one that is more important is
What, the mark?
Marker Karn, yeah. I think.
I mean, it does make a difference. It's a really nice thing to have, but at lower levels, the area effect group heal spell is pretty OP.
Mob is running.
Yeah, no, I was gonna let the backstabbers get it.
I'll snare.
Get the golem before it beats you to death.
It's not gonna beat me to death. It's slowed
He'll beat me to death.
and double dotted.
That's why I can't get it off of you. It's a harvester if you want to mez that one.
On it.
Before he heals this one.
I got it. Oh wow, did you dot it?
Nope,
It's the
I
pet.
almost dotted it.
It's the pet.
Oh, it's the pet. I'm
Pet's
thinking
on
it was the pet. I got it.
Oh, sorry. I don't even know why my pet would have attacked that thing.
It ran straight up to your pet.
Could be an A.
Hey, Tara, how you doing? We are in the hole. Deep down in that hole. Oh, you guys couldn't recognize it? Yeah, Maestro, we're down in the hole at the... Is this city entrance or castle entrance? That's castle entrance, right?
Castle entrance. City entrance is after the fallen pillar.
How do you still not have regrowth?
I have regrowth.
I don't see it.
See, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. It's the 5th one down on my bar.
Using the older UI. I'm
What?
used to the newer.
The little hand? What does yours look like?
A heart.
Yeah, that's not classic.
This is not classic. It's as classic as we can get, but it is not classic. Still.
If you can have the one with a little heart, you might as well have spell timers. Let's see, I'm at AC in Guck Top trying to get 40. Ancient Crocodile? It's not really a experienced camp, but it is good money. Or at least it used to be. I don't know what those things go for
It's
anymore.
not a bad XP camp. 40.
Well, the only downside that I've had to that camp is if you get unlucky. Because I think you can have up to, what, 5 or 6 spawn around, or you could just get 1.
It's a camp I've never done.
I mean, if you go there at the right level, where you're still getting experience and the mobs are semi-tough for you, then it's not so bad. If you go there too late, and you're just kind of grinding out some loot, it's kind of boring. But then again, you know, what is it at that point when you're just grinding out loot? Got 2. You guys want them? Flighty
We
Fiend
got
and a Golem?
Should be
Got
okay.
all kinds of mezzing and stuff now, so.
I'm just gonna stick to heals.
This is rooted, or not rooted, but
Slowed.
slowed.
What does the enchanter want? P-John, what do you want for a pet, dude?
Capture.
Capture? Okay, I'll keep an eye out for one.
Backstabber. There might be.
Or Deceiver.
Huh, you had the same idea as me, huh?
Yeah, I don't see one up though. Don't you have track?
Yeah, but that just tells me the newest pop. I can't organize it as far as like what's closest.
All right.
There's an entire castle full of mobs in there, so that'd be kind of hard to know. Yeah, as a guildless solo player, don't know anyone here is what I can get. There's a lot of guilds out there that would take you, though, if you're interested. Meet some people. Little low to go on some raids. That's the best way to start getting to know some of the players. But 46, you could start doing like a Sky Knight or Fear or Hate. Almost every guild has a Sky Knight, though.
warrior up there. Screen to me though. Okay.
What's up?
Well, and just walk back. Okay, I'll tash it down. Or not tash, but mellow.
Oh, it's the roamer that's on the top?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, might as well.
Unless you see a deceiver before this guy gets back.
I believe our enchanter is going to grab that warrior for you.
Well, the warrior
think
is
he's gonna-
he's grabbing it as a pet,
For
Right.
now.
but I'm gonna mellow it, so it lasts longer.
Hello.
Hey, Terry.
Hello.
Tara?
How's your Monday going?
It's going alright. How's your guys' Memorial Day going?
Pretty good. I haven't really got up to too much. Just kind of playing a little bit of EQ.
Yeah, sitting down, relaxing.
I see all
I have to
kinds
go to
of
work tomorrow.
I see all kinds of capturers on my track.
Doing any barbecue today?
Nah. I mean, I technically have a little indoor grill. I didn't take out any ground beef. Family actually went down to my dad's grave to lay flowers.
Oh,
He's
that's nice
buried
of
at the Veterans Cemetery. But my mom kind of didn't tell me when she intended on leaving, so I slept in today. And when I woke up, they were ready to leave, and I'm just kind of like, you know, you'll be waiting kind of a little bit for me, so just go, because it takes like 2 hours to get there.
Oh, that is a little bit of a
Yeah.
drive. That was nice of him to go out there, put some flowers.
Yeah.
Imagine a lot of people were doing that today.
Yeah, we'll probably stop off somewhere and bring something home.
This group is actually good enough to move down to Castle Entrance. If you guys want. Or City Entrance. Whatever.
I'm down with it.
Yeah, I can move. My time is limited because I have to go pick up my son here at some point.
How long you got?
I'm not. Maybe an hour and a half, 2 hours.
Oh, that should be good enough. Yeah, it's clear
I'm
all
sure
the
I'll
way
be
in there
back
after
on
this.
later. Spend some time with him tonight or today.
Alright, let's move.
I got about 30 minutes until I'm gonna pass out.
Wait,
I
you
worked on
just
this
woke
stupid
up.
EverQuest thing all night. No, I didn't.
You work on it all night. You just now get it to work, and then you're gonna go like, I'm just gonna log out.
Yeah.
Yeah, you need
Sleep
rest after
deprivation
that.
pain.
Trying to get things working as a bitch.
But, I probably only sleep about 2 hours because that's my average amount of sleep lately.
Well, if you have good pulls, you can pull that without shaman.
Oh, we got amazing
for
pools.
slows.
Oh, plus you have an enchanter, and
Yeah, but if I leave, they're gonna have 0 heals.
What? Yeah, I mean, when you leave, we're leaving
but
with
if you leave, you are
Evac.
your teleporter. Yeah.
But yeah, they got the greatest pools in the game, so you guys don't have to worry about it. Not one single laugh, although there should have been. But... See, if you go to sleep, it might not work when you wake up. See, Cat has it right. You really want to risk it.
Risk it for the biscuits.
You could always go to sleep later, but
It's either that or I pass out here at my computer.
I mean, that's kind of Cypher's life anyway. He seems to be used to it.
Past him.
Mute your mic, because I don't want to hear you snoring again. You guys just run right through the middle?
No, I just ran through one wall.
Like some people were around the edges. Oh, phone call.
Not everybody's here yet. You know, there is a log on Ready P99 pack, right?
What?
Google never grind P99. Kill pet? Okay, he wants to kill pet.
Oh, I know about Nevergrind. That's a game a friend of mine made. Joe or Maplin, however he wants to go by.
Mavelin?
Maplin.
Mavelin.
Maeflyn. Maplin.
What's wrong with Joe?
It's his character name that he used for whenever he was testing on Nevergrind.
Mavelin was his character's name?
Yeah, on Nevergrind, whenever he would do run tests. It's a Dark Elf Ranger. He specifically made it for that game because he's a fan of Drizzt.
Yeah, it's a zip, unzip, and play, and you know the Nevergrind dude, he made the best browser EQ type. Yeah, we played one of his games, didn't we?
Yeah. I played the Nevergrind, and then also he did
Need to push this guy.
Infiltration, I think it was called. No, Filament.
Filament Wars, yeah.
Yep.
It was still super early when he did that one.
It still wasn't done yet. But Nevergrind 2, which I don't know if he's still working on, but it's going to be a multiplayer version of his original browser-based game.
He wants to know if you can MAL, like capture.
Yeah.
Get rock golem to the
Grab
side.
that rock golem over there.
I mean, we can, or we can leave it there. Well, we'll get it.
Yeah, it's not going to actually come. Unless we pull it.
Pulled
Why
now.
wouldn't we just kill it?
I pulled that finger.
Just saying that he wouldn't have actually attacked us.
Well, everybody always tells me to leave it so that you can have the mobs not run when you pull to the other side. I can't get Nevergrind 2 to play.
Let's see.
Yeah, we can move to the cubby if you want, Shix.
What's funny about the whole thing is that originally the game was made as an Everquest clone, but then he actually hired people for assets. So it's now a completely different game than what it was whenever it first came out.
Alright, so there is a group of 2 in here. So we'll have to move to docks as soon as Shix gets back. Because I don't think anybody's taking docks right now.
Are we doing ducks?
Gonna have to. There's a cleric duo and cleric chanter duo right in front of us. And I think there was a trio behind us, so a little crowded.
Let's keep moving then.
Well, Shix is AFK.
Oh.
I've lost. No, Regen's still there. The angry rogue. What's up, man? This is a stick up, hand over your monk gear, and nobody gets hurt. Most of my gear is actually no trade, so it wouldn't do much good, but I do have a fair share of clickies. It's going to be fun to see the difference, though, between the monk that I have here on P99 Blue and the monk that I'm going to make on P99 Green. I say fun, but most likely it's going to be kind of a nightmare because the gear is going to be really limited. Come on, Shix. This is the wrong time to go AFK. See, I made my first monk. It gave it some woos and a few pieces of Black Panther. Still get my ass handed to me and feel the bone. That Black Panther gear, though, makes such a huge difference. I got it from Chupa. He actually gave me a full set that a friend of his made for me at around 30. I was over in High Keep at the time when he gave it to me. What the world? Is that you, Trev?
Did you just try to push me off of this?
I think he was trying to move Tree Hugger a little bit. Inch him closer by translocating everybody.
Let's have some fun.
Little troublemaker.
No, I'm trying to get up on the stupid pillar over here.
Let's see. Can I get in the Discord green server pre-group? Absolutely. You're more than welcome to get in here with us when we do it.
I sent Tree Hugger all the way across the side of the room.
Put him in the corner. That's what you get, Tree Hugger.
He's gonna get back like, where the hell am I?
At least we know when he gets back. Yeah, you're more than welcome to join us. We're going to make several tunes. Me, Cypher, and Shix, and I believe Nonal, all are going to make necromancers. And we're going to try a full necromancer group. Oh, man, you play whatever class you enjoy, man. We always make the groups work somehow. I mean, that's kind of the beauty behind Everquest is no matter what you got, there's a place to go as long as you're willing to try new things. Does sound like a lot of people are going to be playing Druids. Have heard a number of people talk about playing Enchanters. Other classes seem to be hit and miss. Only heard one person say they were going to make a Cleric, so we'll see. The same thing happened on Mangler for live server on the TLP is there were almost no clerics on the server. Everybody made casters. Everybody wants to solo. But then when you want to do raid targets, gotta have the clerics.
There he is.
You back, Shix? Oh, Shix.
How the shit did I get over here?
I have Magix.
Trav is a voodoo man. We're gonna have to move past. There's a duo in front of us. We're going to docks.
Oh, I think Cypher's AFA now.
Oh my gosh.
Oh, dude. All right, let's go back.
Oh, jeez.
Yeah, okay, Cypher's back.
There he is.
All right, let's go to docks.
This group, that's duo's gonna be like, what the hell are these people doing?
All right, so this is the corner we want to wait at. I gotta pull to here.
Where's that?
Keep coming until you see me. There you go.
Right here?
Mm-hmm, right here. I'll pull to here.
Evac is up and ready.
Nah, it shouldn't be that bad.
These mobs are dead in here.
Is somebody at docks?
I don't know. I'm about to be there.
Did you do a camp check for you?
We
right
did,
now?
but nobody called anything.
No, nobody here.
All right,
It's spawned.
pulling 2 back, and then we can move into the docks.
I had to get some more aspirin. Still in recovery mode.
Oh, from yesterday? Did drink a fair bit.
Drank over a fifth of whiskey. Still feel a little rough.
Yeah, I think it's a combination of not only wanting to be able to port early so that you can make that dial port money, but to also be able to solo fairly early. So if you're going to be going to like Wrath Mountains and killing giants, you can do that on a druid. Some good cash to be made there for sure. Yeah, quad kiters, you're gonna level a lot faster. You could be a halfling, go even faster than that, so there's some strategy involved, and I think that's, you know, again, that's where people are going with it. You guys can
Go
move up.
half elf or wood elf. Staring at a halfling is not.
Oh, wait, there's somebody here.
Where the fuck did he come from?
I don't know. It was all up
He
just a
wasn't
second
here.
ago.
It was a full spawn. There's the golem.
There's the-
2 golems. Alright, getting on
Oh,
one.
P-John. Incoming heal. Oh god. Please land. Oh.
Yep, you got it, got it, you got it. I got one off of him.
Is this one rude?
We killed the mobs in the room.
We did, yeah. I don't know where this guy came from.
It's our camp.
Where are these necro skeleton dudes coming from?
They're all
people.
aftermath. They have AONs. Shocker, right?
Zorn's is low.
Up, Mend. Yeah, see, it's Ace. They know who we are.
Lahana. Not the name.
That's
Can't see any of their
old neck-
names. That's the problem.
That's Tolix too.
That's the only thing I hate about the AON.
Yeah, you can't tell who it is. They must have shared. There's no way they all have it, right?
They could have shared it and just passed it around.
Well, they are aftermath. They could all have one.
A lot of people just randomly together that have AON.
Mm-hmm. Big dogs hanging out.
They probably are sure.
Like, they gotta be after something specific. Maybe the Shadow Knight epic? Isn't that around the corner?
It is just around the corner, yeah.
No, it's an XP group.
Is what?
It's an XP
Two
group.
links. 2 links.
Yeah.
Oh wait, but
No,
god,
not
P-Shot.
you.
Oh fuck!
Yeah,
I
he's
could
dead.
not cast in time.
There is a cleric duo just around the corner. We might be able to donate a gem to him or something to get him to res. John, if you want to give me consent, I'll drag you back over there.
AC, I'm gonna pet that.
Okay.
Murding it.
It's dotted, dude.
Oh,
Yeah, no. I've been dotting the heck out of it.
I was gonna use it for backstabbing, but okay.
I
fine.
also dotted it.
Anybody have any cash on them?
Yeah.
Or Jim or something? I didn't bring any of my money.
I just put all mine in the bank.
I appreciate it, man. Yeah. Getting repops. I got another golem.
I wonder if they're camping that area. That's why all those mobs were down in there. Maybe?
Let's see. Oh, he says, man, you guys just barely beat us. We were
Oh, they
just
were in
outside of
too.
docks
So-
fighting.
Well, that's why all those mobs
I didn't
were down.
even I didn't even know that we leapfrogged them. Honestly,
Either did
if I would have
I.
known they were out there, I wouldn't have. I would have said, "Let's go down to the city."
We could still go down to the city. I mean,
Dead tower.
if they actually were coming down here. Kind of feel a little bad. Let's get this guy a res first, though.
Could drop down the Yale's room.
If it's not already camped.
Oh, he says they're going to Golem's Tower, I think. Sorry about that, man. We
undead.
totally didn't realize you guys were there.
Yeah, I didn't see anybody in here. I just came in and saw the dots popped.
Ask him if that's one AON or if they all have AONs.
Inquiring
I wanna
minds
know.
want to know.
That's what I want.
Are you guys super rich or just partly rich?
Just asking the important questions.
Yes. Because that's a lot of AONs. That's like 2 million plat worth of AONs.
He says just one. Per person.
per person. Yeah, I've had people let me borrow, like, click their AON. I don't know that I could trust. I guess they're a guild, so they would make sense. But I had a random dude say, "Hey, you wanna cast this?" I'm like,
GMs will get it
okay.
back for you. If somebody steals your item.
That name looks familiar for some reason. Don't we know that?
Yeah, he was out on the last stream, I think.
Who is it?
Albin War or something like that.
Mm.
Yeah, he said sure. He'd get him a click. See, Mango says CT dropped 2 AONs on Mangler the other night.
Yeah, but he was saying that the golems are dropping like actual loot now, which I don't understand why they didn't from the get-go.
Because
Was that
they
a-
didn't originally from the get-go.
Really?
Yeah. It was just CT. Like, I think the the ball, the ever living golem ball. I think it was like the only thing that dropped. And then the loot tables got revamped and whatnot.
Oh, he can't move. Okay. I'll chill here with him until he's able to go.
%39 till I'm out as hell level.
Got about 4% so far.
You can. Oh, okay. So
Any of y'all got some spare food? I just realized I've been jumping around and I'm out of food.
Yeah, I do.
should still be clear for you when you go back. The duo is kind of moving around, grabbing what they can. Oh, what's up, Wolf Prince? It's been a long time since you tuned in. It has been a little bit. You know what? In honor of that, we're going to go ahead and... boom. See it pop up here in a second. Yeah, if it's working. Rock Golem and a Fiend?
I will pet the Fiend.
Fiend is rooted.
Man, that's right, because the mob's right on top of him.
Not anymore.
Man. Do you got occlusion of sound yet?
I asked him that the other day.
I hate Mallow at this level. There we go. He's slowed.
Yeah, Bystro, for those of you who are out there, if you're around level 39, he's kind of new to the game, doesn't know that many people. He's looking to find a group of people to kind of hang out with, so definitely hit him up. Well, I did just gift a sub to Wolf, but I don't know why it didn't pop up. So congrats!
Are we killing this?
Which one? What are we doing?
Go ahead, kill it. I'm gonna see if I can
There's
finish
a
this off.
capture he can grab.
Well, that sucks.
Did you mess all these already?
Rooted it.
I was just trying to keep it away from...
Oh, you
Yeah,
got
he
no
doesn't have
mana.
mana anyway. I wonder if he knows the cast trick.
That might be why, yeah. So you get like 2 months then out of that. So he wants the capture, right? So after the harvester.
Gotta push this guy 40.
Wow, that stun is something else. Oh, yeah, he can tap the harvester. I forgot that enchanters do that. Two golems?
Sure.
Can try.
I mean, I can feint it. Let's see if we can split them.
Okay. I'll stop casting then.
Whatever you want. Nah, somebody
No,
get him.
that was my fault.
Got slow on one.
Yetis is really good experience if it's not taken. And the money's not too bad. Those little flowers, I think they sold for a few plat a piece, right?
They drop gems too.
Yeah, we stayed there for a little while. Me, Thum, and I think Chupa? It was Chupa that showed us off. Yeah, I think.
I would bind myself there and port over to like Misty to sell, and then eat back.
Man, Shix, I need to get this guy out there. Me and you duo would be amazing. Druid and Shaman
Where at?
in POM. During the daytime when everybody else is oh yeah. I got it.
Somebody fell in the water.
Ooh, I may have those sticks on me too. Oh, they must be in the bank.
Oh, did Cypher pick up the torch?
Yeah.
Randomly clicked on the EQ directory on a whim. Learn P99 Green was announced. It was October. Not sure if it's going to be the beginning, the end, or the middle, but still kind of psyched to get in there and try it out. Get yourself a Mana Stone, Rubicide Armor, J-Boots from Najina, or Guys of the Deceiver. I keep advertising those items, so they're just going to be amazingly camped like crazy. They were going to be camped anyways, but now that everybody knows about it, and people brand new to the game. Should be fun. Plus, if you're looking for a good way to make money early on, trade skills. Anything other than food should make you something. Food just never really took off on EverQuest.
If I go a warrior, I'm definitely doing blacksmithing.
We gotta find a way to start thinking of getting the plat so that people can do their trade skills. Because I don't mind donating. I wasn't planning on doing any trade skills. Because blacksmithing's not too expensive, but it is, you know.
What's gonna suck is that we gotta wait a whole year before we can even make the cultural armor.
Well, it gives you time to actually level up your trade skill.
Man, my trade skill will be maxed by that time. Ooh, I don't like those ghosts.
Man. He's in front of the bank area-ish for the Shadow Knight thing. I figured we'd go ahead and pull it while we're here. I mean, this is the exact reason, Cat. There is no gain from having any food. It doesn't last longer. Player-made food, that is. It does have stats, but I think it takes a little while before you get stat food, right?
I think so. Let me see when the first, or what makes the first stat food.
I know there's a lot of stat food from Velius, all like the giants and pretty much everything in Velius you can make stat food off of.
Is it just called baking?
Baking.
Yeah.
Worthless.
I've been thinking about skilling it just for the hell of it.
If you're gonna do the Shaw quest, you need it to a certain point.
Actually, you can make stat food really early on. Trivia 68. You can make strength and dex and agility. At 62, you can also make dex, intelligence, and agility. 2 intelligence, dark elf parts, spices, and garnish. You can make resist food.
Dark elf parts.
At 128. And that's foraged items.
There's a wizard coming around that corner at some point.
I'm gonna grab that.
Shield crafting is really expensive, but it's gonna make you so much money if you can be one of the first people doing it. Because that's one you don't have to go out and get ingredients. You buy them all from the vendors. So if somebody wants a ruby sapphire necklace or, you know, yada yada yada, you can make it for them right then and there. Charge them extra 200-300 plat more than it costs you to make it, and rolling in the money. Halfling tea. Made for halflings or made with halflings?
Halfling parts, spices, and garnish for hot and spicy tellings. Ugh. That's, ugh.
Halfling parts. Strangest stuff they put in their tea. It's like an ogre tea, right? They can sip their tea while they're sitting in their dungeon where the halflings are like strewn up on chains and legs and arms are missing.
Yep.
If any of you guys ever go to Najina, you can see them. It's on display.
You didn't even have to go to Najina, you can see stuff like that in Firot.
Right.
Looks like the best resist food is vegetable ruffy. Red ruffy, vegetables foraged.
Wait,
And,
red ruffy?
red ruffy.
I don't know what that is.
It's a fish.
Oh, okay. So you gotta go fishing. What's the stats on them?
2 disease and 2 poison. Then there is a 5 cold, which is shell cracker, but the Velia stuff. 2 magic unicorn meat, jug of oyster sauce, and seaweed vinegar.
Stuff sounds horrible.
But MR, man.
True. But I don't think this is going to be easy to... Like, I don't know where any of that stuff comes from.
Unicorns are in Surf Bay and,
Jug of oyster sauce?
yeah,
Is that bought from a vendor, or you gotta go fishing?
vendor.
So it's the unicorn that's gonna slow you down, because there can't be that many unicorns out there.
No, you only get like one every so often.
His pet backstabs. AC.
Oh, okay.
But can't they backstab from the front?
On this server. That's on Angler.
Got the rock on.
Can I just say being a druid in a group is the most boring thing ever.
You got spot hills. Makes a difference,
I was
dude.
gonna say the same thing about being a shaman.
What?
You got
I hate
slows.
being a shaman in a group.
Constantly busy.
I don't know. I just hate being a shaman in a group. It's the most boring thing in the world to me.
You gotta love
Should
the
be
experience, though.
Constantly busy though.
Should be. I'm not dedicated to it. Not dedicated to the cause.
It's a necro epic drop, isn't it? Ivan.
Yeah.
What?
The Ivan are dropped off of any.
Right on. What racial did he drop?
Ogre and Elf.
That doesn't matter. If it's
And
not Dark Elf or
Barbarian.
Gnome. If it's not Dark Elf or Gnome, it doesn't.
Barbarian belt.
Yeah, the belt's pretty good.
All of them are good.
Yeah, the earring for the ogre is pretty good.
I like the Dark Elf and the Gnome the best, though.
Yeah, got a wizard coming as well behind him.
And got a couple of them.
Almost to the hidden room where the Shadow Knight key. Should be the next pool if nothing spawns on the way. Does anybody even need that?
Yeah. But I don't want to. I want to get on.
I mean, whoever can loot it, and then because it teleports the whole group down, doesn't it?
Huh?
It teleports the whole group down when you use it, isn't it?
I don't know what you're talking about.
Don't you turn that
I-
key into the guy in the rat area?
No. That if you're talking about the mimics will drop the key that you turn into a person that you have to kill who's a level 60 mob.
So anybody can turn it in and then loot it on the right guy.
Yes, but you know me, I want to do it in a video on Malagdori.
I mean, you can still do it on a video.
On Malagdori?
If somebody else loots it for you, yeah.
No, I'm not. That's what I'm saying. I'm not doing that. I gotta do the. I gotta be a part of the kill.
AC, don't go nowhere after this.
Why? What's going on?
I have something to give you.
Oh no, give that to Shix because he paid for the res earlier. If you don't mind.
Oh, okay.
Thank you.
I think I'm gonna take that nap I was talking about. You guys got this.
Here comes the mimics. So does anybody want this key then? Anybody have a Shadow Knight?
Nope.
I have a level 20 Shadow Knight.
Was it just 2 of them?
3?
I think there's 3.
There's no faction to the turn-in.
Mm-mm.
I don't mind.
Yeah, snag it. Doesn't always drop one, but it usually does.
Key on that one.
Nice. Now it says I need to get down here to get the chest ear portion of my epic again sometime. Just hate getting people together. The only one that benefits from it. I did not mind helping out, man. What epic is that part of?
Shadow Knight.
That's the key part for the chest ear.
I don't remember, but I know it gives you a really cool breastplate and an earring.
I mean, if we're here long enough, we might get a few keys. I don't know what the respawn on these guys is. Did you loot the key already, Shix?
No, I was gonna see if Pigeon had any reason for it.
Key in a couple fights. I can't tank them though, and they need some pretty solid heals. We got a little bit of everything. Just let us know when you want to get it done. We'll see if we can put a force together.
I'm looting the key. He doesn't want it. Doesn't need it.
Congrats, man.
So I gotta work on my Shadow Knight now.
Well, you know, it's gonna be another epic you can notch down as you're done.
Need to read that epic. I don't know how that one. I know it's a lot of money spending.
No, you can actually skip past a lot of the money spending. You can skip past the Dark
Can
Forge
skip
armor.
all of the money spending. I'm just doing it for video.
Well, I know the Ranger's pretty easy. I mean, compared to some of the others. That might be the next one I work on.
Do you already have the key, Dantham, or did you need another one? What's up, Lucinda? How's your Memorial Weekend going? Just 2. Should be able to handle that, right? Pretty good here as well. Just kind of chilling, hanging out, and doing some EQ all weekend. My cleric is 1 yeller from 34. 39 is what you're going to be looking forward to. 39, you get your complete heal. That's a game changer. You can go anywhere from there. You can go to Sab if you want at 39. Absolutely can go to Sab at 39.
39, but it's still mana heavy.
As long as you don't have no 60s in your group.
You get the right tank for you. They don't take that much damage.
I don't know. I find that you're still healing everybody else because people don't evade and flop.
That's their problem. They die. I heal the tank. He stays alive. I stay alive. Start main healing AOW kills at 39? Absolutely. You're a beast. But Seb is absolutely possible. I went to Seb at 39. I didn't have a problem. Wisdom is 189. It's not bad.
Still gonna be kind of hard keeping the Chanter alive. This Remedy's really the best spell for them.
Yeah. Well, again, it depends on the group makeup and how good your Enchanter is.
Yeah, you always need Remedy for them.
Not necessarily. We have an Enchanter here with us, and he's not taking any hits this entire time except for that one death.
Well, when things get really hairy, you need it.
If they get really... I'm just saying, like, you can have a really nice, easy group at, like, NG.
No, it's more like when. It depends on where you are, but there's usually
It also
always a
depends
when.
on the Enchanter, too. The Remedy doesn't heal all Enchanters equally. And I've had Enchanters that you had to Divine Light them because they were... they had a lot of hit points.
Even if they...
Well, if they have more hit points, then sure. You would have more time. But for most Enchanters, I've had to use Remedy because they just go down too damn fast.
Exactly, yeah. Divine Light is just gonna
And it's kind of a patch heal for like the spot healer to do their spell.
If you have one.
I guess I am going to take that nap.
Alright, man. Get some rest.
Alright. I go to the safe spot. If I don't die.
Let's see, when I move stuff over, should be closer to 200, maybe a tad more with the golden and fruity boots and Coldane skin gloves. Coldane boots are good too. I think they're only, what, like 600, 700 plat more than the golden and fruity boots, so if you sold them, you bumped a little bit more money into it as an upgrade. It's still a lot of money to throw out of tune. Sorry, guys. Yeah, but I wouldn't be too worried. You're maxed it out pretty quick. Yeah, incoming harvester. Her AC is not that high, though. At lower levels, you do tend to get hit a little bit more than you will at higher levels on a cleric. When I was grouping with Doom in Soul B, I used to get smacked around all the time, and he was wearing a robe at the time. Seb, only time I really get hit in the higher end dungeons is when somebody dies and they lose aggro. Or I'm sitting in the wrong spot. Other than that, aggro is a lot better once they get those levels.
Well, I mean, if you want to raid, then AC and hit
Magic.
points are gonna help your survivability.
Resist, though. I mean, mainly.
Well, resist, but also AC and HP can go a long way in helping your survivability. Because you will get hit. It's gonna happen. And sometimes people need a little bit of time to get it off of you. You know, you have your Divine Aura spells, but those take a while to repop.
You'll get AC naturally
So you still need to make sure, you know, your survivability is kind of up there. I mean, that's my advice.
Yeah, but you gotta admit the AC, AC happens
kind of-
naturally. You're like the equipment that you get that has
kind of,
wisdom has high AC.
Well, AC also material dependent too. It's kind of a you kind of have to find a balance there. Sometimes you have to prioritize the resist gears that don't really have like the wisdom stats, but they're gonna help your survivability and other things.
Yeah, resist gear definitely.
And it kind of cancels out too when you've got a chanter that can buff your wisdom.
Not sure if any of that helped you though, Lizetta. We're just rambling at this point.
I'm not rambling. I'm giving good advices.
How are you enjoying the class though? I think that's the main question right there. Because I know you had your Enchanter. Cleric is night and day difference from Enchanter. It's a little bit more kick back, put your feet up.
Cypher soloing down in Yale's room.
I don't know what he's doing.
I'm trying to get to the safe spot, but there's a golem spawn down here.
Well, I mean, he's still in the group, so technically we should get the experience from it.
We should have just got experience from a mob.
No, we didn't.
Wow, the accusations.
Where in the world?
See, I love it. Have no desire to play my Enchanter. Wow, did you just get burned out on it, or you found the class that really suits you? Cleric.
Cleric gotta be the most boring I've ever seen.
Dude, it has its charms. Like, I kid you not. If
I
you
really
can...
enjoy it myself.
So do I.
Yeah, it's not boring
I'm
whenever
gonna
you're
fucking die
dying.
here.
It's not boring when
what's
everybody's
going on.
dying and you manage
What's
to
in
save
you?
the group and everybody loves you.
Oh,
It's
the
Revenant.
ghost.
They're wrecking my shit.
About to be on it.
John is about to die too.
Oh no.
It's rooted.
Yeah, but I think it's something.
Sure does.
Oh god, he's so close.
No, he went down.
I just got the. Oh, I got the fucking heal off. How did that not healing?
It probably did heal him, and then he immediately got hit for another like 500 points of damage.
Fuck.
Or maybe it landed right as he died. It's happened to me so many times.
Oh, now I'm getting wrecked by this capture. Fucking hell, we're gonna die.
Where's the
Let me see if I
capture?
can get him. Let
Yeah.
me see if I can
Oh,
get
and
him.
I just got summoned low health. We're dead.
All
I
right.
didn't think about
Stay
his
on the
pet.
stay on the rev.
Yeah, I've got the capture as a pet. If you want to turn it to where he backstabs.
Lucy, I think you jinxed it.
What we could do is we could drag their bodies down to the water, down to the exit, and I could zone in with my cleric
No, I just petted it, sorry.
and res them.
All right. I
Okay.
will. I got a lot. I got a few more mobs to clear, but I'll keep working on it then.
This might actually wreck my face if it's hasted.
You got anything that will help you lose aggro?
I might have a song, but it's not on my bar.
There we go. I got it.
That's on you.
Yeah, just stay at max range.
Well, if we get in trouble, I can always mez it.
Well, I am gonna throw a load of laundry in since I have a little break here.
All right. Well, consent all of us. I don't know who's gonna drag yet.
I'll get him.
Incoming snare.
By the way, I was able to invis past the golem.
Yeah, if you can throw both of them off the ledge over there.
Yep.
I will switch over. Is there a safe point to log my monk out over here if I want to come back in the water?
Yeah,
On
log it out
the-
over here.
On the waterfall?
Yeah, over here on the waterfall.
Alright, so fortunately my cleric is actually already in this zone, so I'm gonna have to gate out.
Jump it, AC.
It's scary.
Go for a dive.
Casa Bonitas.
Exactly.
Man, I've been to Casa Bonita. It is not impressive.
I've never been there. I've only seen it in the South Park episode. The dude was just all about it.
Yeah.
Do they actually have a waterfall?
It's in they do, and they're cliff divers, but they're not as impressive as you would think.
Like, how high is this waterfall if it's a cliff diver?
Not high.
Like 10 feet? Is a kiddie pool underneath?
The food is not very good either. The food is like poncho style food.
You're not dragging. Oh, there you go. Never mind.
Well, it's not. I mean, it's not really Mexican food, I guess, at that point. So Lucinda says she found the class. That is going to be the tune she's going to be playing from now on. Now, with my cleric, it is learning which heal to use at any given situation, like mana cost versus health points. I use 4 heals. I use a small heal at the very top, a remedy, whatever your fastest.
I think most clerics do that, to be honest.
I
It's
don't.
like you have sea heal. And
Absolutely,
you'll
for
have
tanks.
You'll have your celestial healing, and then you'll have your fastest casting heal, which at higher levels is remedy. And then I usually have divine light on
Oh
there
god, I got
too
a mob on me down here.
for when I need bigger heals, but I don't want to use sea
down the
heal.
waterfall?
This capture saw me in the water.
One
Let me see
second.
if
One
I
second.
try
Trying
to
to
get
get
to you.
invis up so I can get past this golem.
I'm a slow swimmer, but I'm trying to get to you.
Jeez, jeez.
So at lower levels, since you're not quite there to complete heal yet,
Ah, crap.
I'm dead.
Might try to heal you.
Oh, hang on. Mezzing.
Coming
Got
up. Coming up. Coming up.
I got it.
You guys are in the water.
sounds like a disaster.
Yeah,
man.
he saw
Oh,
me
no.
in the water, which is crazy. It's used to break line of sight completely.
Are you above the water now? No. Okay.
Alright, I've got both the corpses in the pool in Neil's room.
And yours too?
No, I didn't die.
Okay. It sounded like we lost like half the
Alright.
group there.
Bring that capture up here if you can. Because I don't like having to cast in the water.
I can't see him. I gotta be in the water. Hang on.
Yeah, just no. Let him come up here.
Let him backstab your face.
I'm fine. I mean, that's what I'm saying. Is I'm gonna.
Well, it might be still on. Okay. See who he goes for.
Back up. Back to me. Oh, he's all about you.
Did you slow him?
Mm-hmm. We got one more mob basically before you drop down. Or you can drop down. I mean,
I still need Shix to give me a port when he gets back. But yeah, at your level, Lucinda, you're gonna have just 2 heals. You're gonna have whatever your strongest heal is in whatever slot you want, and then like the last heal goes up as your light heal, basically, until you get a complete heal.
Well, at 39, she could probably have complete heal and sup heal and even greater heal.
Yeah,
if
yeah,
you
I mean,
wanted to.
exactly. You can have the 3s, and I think
Snare.
at
It's really just finding your rhythm.
40 something, you get your first heal over time.
You're 34.
34.
You get Celestial Hill, I believe
Oh
it
well,
is.
yeah, she's already 34, so she should have 3 up.
Yeah. Which Celestial Hill is pretty sweet.
Celestial heal, any heal over time makes me lazy. I don't use
Assuming
my
he's
complete
rooted.
heal as much.
yeah.
Give me a bag of chips then.
All right.
I'll watch you do your shamany thing.
And I never use my global cooldown on anything. I guess you could probably use it on root.
I guess I could pull my dots out.
Oh, yeah, and one thing you definitely want to have if you're taking advice still, so we're throwing it at you, whether you want it or not, apparently, is definitely have like a divine aura or barrier
2.
up.
Oh yeah, always have those up.
Yeah, keep both DAs up.
Especially when you raid.
Oh
Do
yeah.
you need a ride, AC?
P. John said he can come get me. Yeah, I was gonna wait for Shix to get back, but
Shoot, we could duo doing this.
Mm-hmm.
yeah, the X is not bad.
I mean, I'm doing 100. Let's see, 120, almost 140. No, yeah,
I'm doing 300 on
160.
them.
I must be doing 160 a tick.
That's 300 on my side.
Ooh, man buns. Guys, squeeze them.
Mana.
Oh, you need a ride, don't you?
Nah, man buns got me.
God.
Man buns.
Mm-hmm.
Man buns.
What kind of guy?
Mm-hmm. That's what I said. They are a little small though, because he's a gnome. But you know, hey, that just makes my hands look that much bigger.
Freaking lockpick this.
Among other things.
Where are you trying to look?
You can't unlock that.
The exit? No, you can't.
I can't even unlock that.
It's unlockable with lockpicks.
It's unlockable.
It's unpickable?
It's not unlockable.
It's unpickable. It is.
It cannot be
nil
locked.
Unlockable.
Is that like flammable and non-flammable, meaning the same thing? Full name is Man Buns Fanny Pinch.
Nice.
That is sexy.
Not the whole group, just our healer and our enchanter, unfortunately. He was not able to... I was going back and looking at the group chat since we never actually look at it. He was saying that he was not able to mez either one of those. So...
You get a bunch of resist. That stuff down there is pretty high level.
I'm sure we can take that rock golem.
I can sell it.
The rock golem? Fine then.
But I need to get mana.
Geronimo!
Splash.
It's fun, isn't it?
Saved every one of us. Whee!
Don't kill yourself.
Oh, I might
I'm
actually
not
land
gonna
on.
stop.
I'm gonna land on the ground. No!
Yes, you sure are.
I got hit for 16 damage.
Just 16, huh?
Mm-hmm. Good stuff. You guys,
Um,
I'm gonna res
Tricky's the lead.
you guys in the water.
You can't
I
res
pulled
him in the water.
I pulled them out of the water already.
Did you? I see him in the water.
They're
They're not
underneath
in
your
there.
feet right now.
Yeah, they're on the water, or in the right underneath you.
Are they? Because they look like they're in the
Yeah.
water of mine.
You're booged.
You won't be able to cast from there.
They're not down there.
They are mine.
It doesn't matter.
Okay.
Oh yeah. Check this guy out.
Where's Tree Hugger at?
They're both
See how
down there.
fast
on
I'm
mine.
running?
No, I mean, Tree Hugger's here now. Well, now he's in the water.
Weird.
My spirit landed right on the right time.
Where'd that rock golem go?
There was a guy.
It paths, I think.
Well, there was a gnome that was down here just a second ago. He might have pulled it.
Alright. Yeah, I can solo this area.
Alright, I guess we're gonna call it right here so people can go do their things and come back and say an hour or so.
Okay.
I'm down with that. I need
Yeah,
29%.
My
Oh,
son
so close.
is going to be later getting picked up, so I'll be in and out. So I don't know. I need to look for another healer.
Oh, okay. Well, maybe we can get Tara in there with us.
Are we camping here then?
I would camp over here in the water if you're gonna camp. Because
No.
there is a spawn.
Camp over here. Camp over here behind this.
On the other side of that door, yeah.
Yeah, there's a rock right here. That's a safe spot.
I like to camp right here. Like to live on the dangerous side.
I'm going to sit and till I get.
Yeah, I'm full mana, full health now. Because of Trev.
And I am going to make some food and be back.
I'll stay on here until Tree Hugger's good.
Alright, well, my guy's gonna drown.
Where are you running?
Because I clicked off of the screen and the guy decided, like, hey, why not just kind of sink to the bottom of the pool? Let's see, Trout Jerky is streaming. Let's check to see what he's up to. I haven't rated his channel in a while.
See his new
5
BP.
more people.
Oh, no, we don't want commercials playing. Come on. I'm watching a commercial, otherwise I might actually see his new breastplate. Yeah, he's killing dragons. What sleeves are those, chicks? Do you know? Those are, they're like yellow.
No,
Alright.
it hasn't switched over to him yet.
Oh, okay. All right, guys,
wait,
we
hey.
will be back in about an hour or so, and hopefully you guys will join us then. Till then, I'm AC Gamer.
Saber deck.
This is Trev.
Nice. This is Shakes.
Alright, alright, alright.
He wasn't always rich, but now he drives a sports car. And we got Terrafina.
Maybe.
Hey,
Somewhere.
somewhere.